Everybody deserves a second chance, even video games. Welcome to the Second Opinion Podcast, where the reviews aren't always right, but we are. We're here to give you the gaming takes you didn't know you needed. We've been deep in the gaming world for 17 plus years, covering all the news, releases, and drama in the gaming world, and having a damn good time while doing it. Just because some website gave a game a low score doesn't mean it's a fail in our book. We're all about giving games that second chance, diving back in where others quit. And we should probably tell you that we're real and we're very loud and opinionated, and 90% of the time we're completely off topic. But that's why you'll love us. This is your Second Opinion. Now, here are your hosts, Toaster, Celeb, and Bolts.
Welcome back to another episode of the Second Opinion Podcast. I got to get that thing updated to where it just says you're listening to the Second Opinion Podcast. But we do have...
I am AI generated. I am not real.
Yes, Toaster. He's actually at work right now. So we should get used to AI Toaster. But we actually have someone new with us, Mr. Janky. Welcome. You've been on the podcast before, but we're going to have you here in more of a more concrete manner. And we're going to share some opinions. So welcome. You want to tell everybody about yourself?
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me, guys. Not sure too much what there is to say. I've been contributing to Cinelinks for about a year or so now, putting in like reviews and stuff like that, and it's just kind of excited to be here to spread some more opinions in as many avenues as possible.
That's what I'm talking about, especially second opinions. But we're here with Toaster McGee as well, the Second Opinion Guild Master. How are you, sir?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I forgot to also say, Janky is the CEO. Cool guys everywhere online. So
it does say that on my name tag.
It does.
And that's a very good business. I heard 5 stars.
Yeah,
I heard very good Yelp reviews through the roof.
Nobody complains. And if they don't do it long.
Right. So we are back for another episode of the Second Opinion Podcast. Summer Games Fest is only about 2 weeks away. I'm flying out, and we'll also have Katie out at the event as well. And we'll be covering all different types of things from Summer Games Fest. If you didn't get a chance to, as of recently, definitely make sure to head on over to the Cinelinks YouTube channel. Give us a sub, give us a like, and check out some of the latest reviews and videos we have there. I'm going to try to eventually get to the point to where I get around to also doing video versions of our written reviews. I'm trying to get that kind of lined out into scheduling to where we have more video representation outside of just my old mug on the Cinelinks YouTube channel. But while you're over there, check out my recent reviews of what do we have recently? I can't even remember, honestly. There's been so many reviews back to back. It's been hell. Okay, it's been crazy.
There's that small indie game you reviewed by that really small indie company, Activision Blizzard.
Oh no, my review for that is coming tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just a small team.
My review for Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred, the DLC, it's kind of more or less like, I think I reviewed Diablo 4 originally when it first launched, or I shared a second opinion video of it, but this is kind of more of like me and my wife's feelings of Diablo 4 than someone like Toaster, who is like
just murdering stuff right
yeah
now.
Bro, like he's a savant when it comes down to Diablo. So but this is kind of how I feel about the comparison, because this latest DLC really does change the game, man. It makes it feel so much more like Diablo than the original launch of Diablo 4.
Like Diablo 3.
It really, yeah, it makes it feel like Diablo 3. Yeah. So Also, I did review Jay and Silent Bob Chronic Blunt Punch. You can check that out.
Oh, is that out?
It is available for $19.99.
Is it worth it? It totally looks like it'd be worth it.
I think it's totally
get
worth
it. I'm probably gonna get it.
Like, there's a couple of little issues that I saw with it, like that's something that they could probably iron out with patches. But whenever I was playing it, some of the characters, as you were interacting with them, they were like lower quality than your own character, and it seemed like it was some type of program issue or a coding issue or something that just didn't upload the images of those characters in high resolution. So, but also I reviewed Invincible Versus, which was a pretty good game, and of course I felt like crap because like I review it. And then like Janky was kind of like typing up his review as well. And he's like, oh, I typed something up or whatever. I was like, oh, I did a video review. He's like, oh, okay, go ahead and get that posted. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get that up. And then I go back and I'm like in the back end of the site and I see Janky's review and I go and read it. And it's a fucking masterpiece, like masterclass review. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm a piece of shit.
I wouldn't go that far. I just, I played a little bit and I had some opinions, you know?
Yeah. So him and me both agreed. We get, I gave it a 4 out of 5. He as well was planning on giving it a 4 out of 5. And then of course, we had Mouse PI for hire. We had Pragmata. We had Resident Evil Requiem. All different types of games. There's like 4 other reviews that are coming this week. And I did share my hands-on impressions of the new 007 First Light. I was able to fly out. I got flown out by IO Interactive to California to be one of the first people to get my hands on the game. I got to play it for 4 hours. And it was fascinating experience. So definitely make sure to head over there and check that out. So enough about me. Now I want to hear about you guys outside of what you're playing right now, Toaster, you beautiful man wizard. What have you been playing? Is it just been Diablo? Or you've been playing WoW or?
It's pretty much been Diablo 4. I got really deep into the Hammerden endgame build.
Yeah.
Which is it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I also downloaded Tainted Grail: Fall of Avalon.
Tainted Grail: Fall of Avalon.
Yeah, it's like weird King Arthur dystopian King Arthur legend type thing.
Yeah.
Sounds
still trying to develop an opinion on it. It's weird because it's like trying to be different but trying to be Skyrim at the same time.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, is it like, and it's just Skyrim with knights, or is it something new?
No, it's pretty much Skyrim with knights and like a weird Cthulian twist on King Arthur.
Okay.
And this strange, I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, it's been primarily Diablo and WoW. I'm running a Proud Warrior.
It is Skyrim. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just saw a guy sitting down on a log. It's the first thing I thought of. This is Skyrim. This is a DLC for Skyrim.
And I'm just waiting for that He-Man beat 'em up game to come out because, like, they've nailed that retro modern style with these beat 'em up games, like with the Cosmic Alliance, the Marvel game that came out.
Oh my gosh!
It's like the G.I. Joe one that's coming. Like, just keep feeding me those games, please. Like, I love a decent sized game. Like Diablo 4 is fucking gorgeous. I love playing the end game. It's a lot of fun. I love sitting down playing a game like Fall of Avalon or something and getting into a story. But man, there's something about like I just miss like the 16-bit side scroller like experience, and I'm really glad to see that there's like these retro games like that coming back.
So you miss the 16-bit assassin side of things.
Possibly.
Old show that was one of the greatest. I'm waiting on it to return. But Janky, what have you been playing?
Oh man, I have been going through for the first time Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I
Oh,
decided
that
to
game is
finally put that
sick.
one set down and go, I'm gonna get through this. I'm probably 60% of the way through it ish. I don't know how far you guys have gotten or have played, but I just beat the double guardian apes, which is a really fun fight. They give you this one guy as a previous boss, and you're like, wow, that was really hard. Oh wow, that was like even harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, that was a real pain in the ass, but I finally beat it. And you kind of turn the corner, and the next thing you know, you got to fight that guy again plus his buddy. And
I
that's when
don't
things
see
get
it,
really
as
fun.
beautiful as this game is. I don't see how anybody was able to play it because I'm telling you, bro, or I just suck at video games.
Dude,
'Cause
when you
my
beat a
God.
boss in this, like when you, I finally understand it because I couldn't get into for the longest time I couldn't get into Dark Souls. Then I started playing Elden Ring, and I beat my first boss in Elden Ring, and then I was like, oh, and then I went back and started playing Dark Souls. The endorphin hit that you get when you beat a boss in one of these games but it's funny because like my wife was really trying to get me to start playing Elden Ring. She's like, how come you're not playing it? I'm like, because it took a lot of conversations with you to get that 4K TV. And I guarantee you, if I play Elden Ring, we will have to have another conversation about why I need another 4K TV. While I'm also explaining to you why the PlayStation controller is currently embedded in the present 4K TV.
Right? See,
there are definitely some moments where you just want to
like.
That's what I was trying to
dude, every time I played those games, dude, it never failed. I would mess up. I would lose a crap ton of souls, and without ever failing, you would just hear me go, okay, that's enough of that for today.
Yeah.
you hit that point where you're just like, if I take like one step further, I'm into actual anger, so I'm just going to quietly say, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm done for the day.
When I played Bloodborne, you heard me constantly repeating, don't get greedy. Because I would try to get that one last hit in and just get destroyed.
Yeah. I'm just bad at them. I'm just bad at them. But I mean, you've gotten somewhat like far into the game. You've enjoying your time with it.
Yeah, so far so good. It's like it took me a while. The first time I tried, I bounced off. Like you said, I was like, I'm bad at this game. I can't do this. I do not possess the skills required to beat this game. And then I tried it again like a second time a few years back, and I got a little further, and I was like, maybe I can. Maybe I have the ability. So now I'm like, I'm gonna do it. This time I'm gonna actually do it. And I've gotten as farther than I've ever gotten, and I'm having a good time with it. All those pain points from before, some of those early bosses that they consider like the wall. That's like, if you can beat this, and you can beat Sekiro. Like the first time I struggled really hard. This time I blew right through it. I just walked up to that guy and he's like, I will defeat you. And I said, oh, will you? And just stomped him. I think like 2 tries. And I was like, oh, I think I get it now.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the dude that opens the gates on the horse. I think he's like the 3rd boss.
Yeah. Gyobu. Yeah. He comes in and announces his name very loudly and proudly.
Yeah, he's an arrogant dick. I hate that guy.
As far as newer games, though, I just picked up Dead as Disco in early access. Have you guys heard about this one?
I have heard about it.
I saw it on my Steam feed.
It's a ton of fun. It's like Batman Arkham style combat, where it's like you're attacking, you're countering, you're dodging. Every attack has different like specific combinations you want to hit to like properly counter them. But it's all set to the beat of music. And all of the bosses are like representative of different genres of music. Like you've got like the punk rock boss, you've got like the metal boss, you've got like the K-pop boss, and it's only early access right now, so there's still a lot of polish that it still needs to have. But it hits. Like you play and you fight to the tune of the songs, like you're hitting those buttons. It's like playing DDR but with your thumbs.
That's great.
Well, it sounds really fun. I mean, anytime that there's games like that, I'm always down to try them. I was a really big, huge fan of Hi-Fi Rush when that game came out, and it was very much that aspect. Like everything that you did, it was all based on the beat of the music.
It's like if you combine Sifu and DDR.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad that you've been enjoying some games. There's nothing better than.
What are you trying to say, Celeb? Just because I've been laser focused on this Diablo 4, it's like a drug. I can't put it down.
No, listen, I've been trying to schedule some time for me and Dara to sit down and get more into it. And then I was like, well, I've got to get this review done. So instead of doing the Lord of Hatred DLC, I was like, I haven't really played any of the DLC before this. So the code that they gave me, which thank you, of course, for giving me the opportunity of it. The code they gave me was like the Ultimate Edition. So it like unlocked everything previously. I was like, oh, okay. So I go back and I'm like, I mean, dude, it's like a minute into this other DLC mission, and Dara comes walking in. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? Walks in from work. Are you fucking playing Diablo? I'm like, yes, I'm playing Diablo. I thought we were going to play that together. I'm like, we are, but you know, you've been working a little late. Big shout outs to Otaku Man 5000, Andre Tipton. Shout outs to him. Thank you for stopping in, my brother. But bro, gaming wise recently, I've been cranking too much work into making these reviews happen in a short time. But I'm working now, though the game has been out for a bit, I am working on a video review of High on Life 2. Wild fucking game, bro. I don't even know how to best describe my experience with this game, because it's literally, it's like, it's the game's like a fucking fever dream, dude. Like, this is some shit that you'd see, like, when you die, this has got to be some shit that happens afterwards, because it's so wild as shit. And it's a really, really crazy game, but it's super, like, I keep on thinking that I'm at the end of it, and I'm not. And then they're like, oh, now we're going to go do this. Oh, now we're going to do that. And there's so many times that you end up running into moments in this game to where they'll tell you to do something, and then they're smart asses to you about it. You're like, listen, we know this is fucking repetitive, okay? Just finish the shit and let's move on to the next mission, you know? But it's one of those real big third wall breaking style type of adventures. So if you really like that, I would definitely make sure to check it out. That was pretty much a good review for it right there, but I'll have a little bit more in-depth review with it soon. And then the kids, Amar and Dante, are working on 2 reviews as well. They're working on Kill It with Fire 2.
Nice.
And they're working on Bluey's, what is it called? Bluey's. Oh my God. Of course I'd forget this. I am so sorry for forgetting this, but they're working on Bluey's quest for the golden pin.
Oh,
so they're working on this game.
Bluey's quest for the golden pin.
Went blank.
That's like an instant classic.
I know, right?
Right up there with Oblivion.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out for Switch 2 November 28th. And I think it's launching across the board November 28th or November 27th. But it's a cute Bluey game to where Bluey and her family sit down and they start drawing out her adventure, and you're able to like take control of her, and then you're able to play with her sister, who is a goose instead of a dog, in the little hand-drawn version of the game. And kids have been having a really big blast with it. So we're going to have episode 2 of the Little Taters review coming very soon. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get into some topics of news and kind of, oh no, we got to talk. Oh no, we just did. What have we been gaming? What's wrong with me? My mind's going blank. Gaming Mill. The Gaming Mill is here. Best Buy tells affiliates it's starting its GTA 6 pre-orders next week, sparking speculation that a new trailer is coming. So GTA 6 is, of course, on the horizon. It's supposed to be coming out this November. Fans across the globe are, of course, excited about this game. It will definitely be one of the biggest games in recent history.
The
Um,
hype train on this is so
I'm telling you, it's big, man.
ridiculous.
It's big. If you don't
Oh
remember,
my
listen,
God.
we've been out long. Listen, we've been gaming long enough, Toaster, that we've seen the hype train for every
This is just
GTA
awful. Like
that mattered. Okay. So my question is this: with the possibility of a new trailer coming out, everyone, of course, is going to be getting excited for it. That really wants this game. Is there anything specific that you would like to see in Grand Theft Auto? Now, Toaster, I know you don't really.
I don't care at all.
I know you don't care. Janky, we've never talked about this before, but I'm a massive Grand Theft Auto fan. I've always played every Grand Theft Auto that's released.
Yeah.
Is there something specific for you, if you are excited about this game, that you want to see implemented that could really change how we play GTA?
I don't know about something that would revolutionize the series or anything, but one thing that I really thought was
actually show
missing.
up at your doorstep if you do something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, police only they go after property crimes, and that's it. But like, if they had buddies and companions and stuff in the same way they had in GTA 4, that's what I miss the most. Because GTA
Yeah.
5, you kind of could hang out a little bit, but like everything that everybody thought was so annoying back in the day of GTA 4, when Roman calls you up and it was like, buddy, let's go bowling. That's the best part of the game now, looking back.
Right.
I really loved like
Yeah.
calling up your buddies, just go like do some stupid mini game activity, and it made it
Yeah.
that much more fun because you had like an NPC to do it with you. And I think that
Yeah.
we might be getting that just because there is like the 2 characters instead of the 3 this time, so we're like lowering the number of players we have. So there's a strong possibility that they'll have like their buddies and friends that they'll be able to go and hang out with. That's what I'm forward to.
Okay. I'm not even going to try to ask Toaster. You just keep on demolishing demons over there.
Well, no, it's fun. I'm trying to like, and you know, it's
give
all
me
because
that-
of Vice City.
It's because of what?
It's all because of Vice City.
Why?
I was playing Vice City and I was so close to beating it, and my save file corrupted.
You were
Oh my
playing it on
God.
PC, weren't you?
I was playing on the PlayStation back in the day, and like I never went back. I was so pissed that I never.
God.
I mean, that's understandable. I would have probably done the same.
I tried 5. I just couldn't get into it. It was just
Remember, I did that with Assassin's Creed when when Desmond Miles got killed. I fucking listen to me. I didn't even let him finish the sentence. I took the game out of my system. I took it back up to GameStop. I was like, I want my fucking money back for this. I cannot believe that I've invested all this time and effort into this series for them to kill the fucking main character. Oh, that was a travesty, bro.
I could talk for hours about that actually.
I'm
Oh my
listen.
God.
Why do you think I'm excited? I am utterly excited to get Black Flag in my hands. Like, I am very excited to see it because they're taking away a lot of the noise that was in Black Flag, like the extra DLC and all, like the combat system was so. I don't care what anybody says. As much as everybody says it's an amazing game, whatever. Combat system in that game was so awful, dude. Like there were so many times, like especially even the gameplay mechanics. There was times that you're like following people and you're like, you got to stay so close to them, and if they see you for 1 second, then the fucking mission starts over. Like it was, oh man. But I didn't really get into it a lot either because I was so overly involved in the ideology at the time of we're playing games on PS4 now. This game should be looking amazing. And whenever I put it into my PS4, and I also had a PS3 copy, I was switching back and forth. I was like, this fucking looks exactly the same. Like, why was it like, oh, the PS4 copy is the way to go? I was so irritated. But anyways, Grand Theft Auto. I am very excited for this game. I'm going to tell you. I hope that the early on leaks or whatever were
Has there
true.
been a price announcement yet?
There has been some leaks as of recently with this recent news of the pre-orders going live. There is a $79 version, I think a $99 version, and then there's another version that is higher. It says last week Bank of
Another
America
version that is higher, a
Oh
$200
my God.
version.
yeah, analysts suggested that Rockstar would raise the price of GTA 6 to $80 for the benefit of the entire games industry. As blockbuster video games continue to become more expensive to make security stock analysts Omar Dasuku argues that selling the much anticipated GTA sequel for the now standard 70 could negatively impact the game's look to raise their own price to become more sustainable. But this is how I look at this. If the game is what they're saying it's going to be, then I don't have an issue with a game being raised to a higher cost. There's a possibility that the game is going to come out with role play servers later on. And I know that they've had Rockstar and Take Two have had communications with some of these people that have done these role play servers for GTA 5 to kind of try and better understand how to run something like that so they can implement this in their game. Also, there's a bigger possibility of the world being more explorable. As we all know, these games come out with massive maps, and there's a lot of times the only way they can make those maps as massive as they are is by doing this huge map, but you could really only explore 50% of it. Everything else is like empty buildings and blah, 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 blah. But supposedly, this game is going to have more interactions with local businesses and all this other stuff. You're going to be able to explore the game more. It's going to be one of the most realistic games out there. So if that is what I'm paying for, I don't care if the game is higher. I'll tell you this much. If the game is as an expansive as a game as they're saying it is, I'll pay $99 out the bat. If it's what they say it is. I don't mind having that across the board. Like, hey, we're going to charge $100 for this game base, $99, but you're going to get 120 hours of gameplay to 150 hours of gameplay. You're going to get multiplayer. You're going to be able to co-op the entire game with your friends. You're going to be able to do all this other shit and, whatever else. We've got all this extra free shit planned in the future. Just as long as I know it's from a company like Take Two, I'm okay with that, because look at Take Two's track record with online gameplay. I mean, GTA 5 online is still one of the most massively online played games out there. I mean, there's such a massive amount of gamers that are playing that, streaming it every day, doing role play server gameplay, doing all this other stuff. So I think that Take Two is just going to look at it and be like, hey, if we can jump onto this and then use some of these, role playing servers as, hey, you pay an extra, you pay $4.99 a month for Rockstar Plus, then you can have access to this certain amount. People are going to do it, bro. Like, it's going to be a huge, massive game. So I just want it. What I want from it is to be what they're saying it's going to be. If it comes out and it's exactly what they're saying, then I'm fucking down, but if not, Toaster's just going to throw it in my face.
No.
I think that's just what it comes down to all the time with basically every sort of controversy in gaming, right? Where it's like, whether it's, the price points or the AI use in games, and it's like, we can talk about nuance and philosophy all day long, but, at the end of that day, it's like, if the thing that comes out is rad as hell, people are going to buy it.
Yeah, bro.
So like, if GTA 6 comes out and it's like you said, it's got everything. If you can go in, if you can like if you can like turn the game on and go, I'm gonna be a plumber and be able to go around and live your life as a plumber and get like,
bro,
and just be like this, and that's it. Like, yeah, maybe that is worth the money.
I'll be the best fucking plumber that Rockstar's ever seen
don't
in their
call
life.
yourself Mario. Nintendo will send like their lawyers into the server themselves.
And speaking of Nintendo too, I mean,
why
just
are we
like
talking about
what Janky just said, man, that's really the perfect way of saying it. If you polish a turd good enough and make it look like a golden turd, people are going to want it. Okay,
That's not true. EA has tried, and no.
Hey,
They didn't polish it enough. To be clear, I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's my opinion that I like it, but I think it is what it is.
I was going to say, are we talking now? What are we talking about with EA? Are we talking about Anthem? Or are we talking about like
involved with fucking EA?
By the way, look, I lost my headphone cover. I didn't even I was literally just sitting here thinking. I was like, why am I headphone feeling?
I'm just bitter because they're not reviving the Dead Space trilogy, and I really would like a new SSX game, please.
Who isn't?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They're more focused on other things right now, Toaster. Okay.
Yep.
I was just trying to sit here and think like what the last EA game I even played was.
Toaster? Hold up. I'm sorry. Don't you just nonchalantly say, yeah, like sucking. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Jakey. What were you saying?
Nothing. That was a calculated burn, honestly.
I was agreeing. Fuck him. No, I don't know, man. Speaking of great companies, though, we'll transition into the next topic. Capcom just sold more games than in any year in its history. I mean, what the fuck? I've been saying this for years, though. Capcom has been knocking shit out of the park. Business for the business year ended March 31st. The Japanese publisher achieved its 9th consecutive year of record profits and the highest consolidated sales and operating profits in its history.
They just figured it out, man. Like, that's the thing with freaking Capcom. Like, Resident Evil, the games are 10 hours long. You know, it's a formula. Every single fucking one of those is a formula, and it follows the formula to the T. It does not deviate from it. It doesn't change it. It just goes. And everybody buys it. I have bought every single Resident Evil game that has come out since it's come out. And you know me, I'm not a really big zombie game guy. But Resident Evil, I take exception to. Like, Pragmata, I mean, the game looked beautiful to begin with, and then a bunch of people on the internet got bullshit, which made a bunch of other people on the internet go, why are these stupid idiots bullshit about this game? And then you read why they're bullshit, and then like, oh, I'm going to buy this game just to spite these idiots.
Yeah. That's so true,
I mean, they just, they know what they're doing when it comes to their games. You know, Street Fighter, you know, they have the button mashing thing down pat with their side scrollers and the licenses they own for those. I mean, you know, fucking Konami should take sit down and learn a lesson from Capcom, man.
I'm telling you, man.
And release Symphony of the Night on the Switch.
I've been saying it for a while, and I don't know. I don't know if it's exactly what Toaster said for sure, or if it was just if it's just the fact that they, you know, they've literally found out the secret of game development. But Capcom has consecutively made banger after banger after banger after banger. In total, Capcom has sold 59.7 million games during their business year, up from 51.87 million the previous year. The figure was driven overwhelmingly by sales of Resident Evil games. Notably, Resident Evil Requiem released in February and sold nearly 7 million units by the end of March. Capcom said 83.7% of its game sales came from the older catalog, while 93% of its games were sold digitally across the board. So it says also, looking forward, the company said it anticipates net sales of 210 million yen and operating profits of 83 million yen, which could result in 10 consecutive years of record high profits.
You know what I would like to see Capcom revisit? And I don't know if either of you remember this game, but it was an arcade game they did based in Dungeons and Dragons. It was the Chronicles of Mystara. And then the other one that was part of that. But I would love to see them revisit that game.
Those are just like old school like beat 'em ups, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
I'm looking it up. I can't spell. Chronicle
of Mystara. It's Mystara.
ST. What is it?
ARA.
Oh, is it Mustaria?
MYSTA. Yeah, that.
Mustaria.
They got us there. These
One second,
algorithms are
guys.
what we want.
Yeah, I found it. This was actually. Wait a second. Oh, this was 13 years ago.
Yeah, they had it on. They released it on the 360.
What do you, Jenky? What do you think about the overall catalog that Capcom has released recently?
Capcom is one of those companies that I'm always coming back to, whether or not I realize it, because it's just like, I want to play a fighting game. Oh, well, I've got, Street Fighter. Oh, yeah, that's Capcom game. It's like, oh, I want like a cool action game. It's like, okay, let's play Devil May Cry. Oh, yeah, that's Capcom. It's like back when I was a kid, it was like one of my favorite games was Mega Man. Guess who made that? Right? Like,
right?
Just kind of been this like sort of, when we were first brought up the segment, I was thinking about like, thinking of them as like a dark horse, but like they aren't a dark horse because they've been around for so long. And like anytime they do something that doesn't really hit, you just kind of forget about it. Like they just kind of go, okay, well, we'll just kind of sweep that under the rug and make another mega hit. Like I personally have been waiting for another sequel to Exoprimal for years now.
Oh yeah,
2-ish years, but I loved that game. That game got axed like within months.
Bro, I heard a lot of people talking shit about Exoprimal, and I had some people message me on my review of Exoprimal, like people commenting on our video review saying how much did Capcom pay for this and blah 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 whatever. Exoprimal was great. It was great. It was a really fun game, dude. Like I had such a blast playing that game from start to finish, playing it with friends.
Like back in the day when you saw the Capcom logo on a game, you knew you were about to have a really good time.
Yep.
Like, and they just, because they Mega Man, Bionic Commando, like they're sitting on all of these IPs that they could just drop and like instant nostalgia hit for anybody that came up during, Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then on.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, think about the games that they've come out with just in the last few years. Resident Evil, Pragmata, Kunitsigami, what is it? Of course, I forget the name of it, but tons
Isn't
of
Onimusha a Capcom title?
Onimusha, yes, yeah. Onimusha Way the Sword comes out very soon. It comes out this year, I believe. But Maxim, oh man, Andre hitting in the chat, perfect right here, bro. Maximo remake would be so good. Oh my god, I didn't even think about Maximo. Maximo was such a good game.
I still got a copy of Maximo on my PlayStation.
Yeah, man, I got my PS2 copy, man. Oh my god, Maximo would be fantastic, Andre. But yeah, I mean, they really
Ghosts
just
and
been...
Goblins anyway, so which was another Capcom hit.
What?
Ghosts and Goblins.
No. You can play Minecraft or play one of the other games. I'll be in there in a minute. Okay, just no Roblox.
I don't know. We all know what I'm hoping for.
Shut the door.
It gets announced at Summer Games Fest, and it's never gonna happen. Tenchu.
What?
Oh, man.
Tenchu, Stealth Assassin.
I thought there was already a Tenchu game that had come out recently.
No.
Are you sure? I'm gonna have to look this up now, Toaster. I swear. I'm pretty sure there was something.
I don't think so. I think there was speculation.
Had a lot of good times with Tenchu Z on the Xbox 360.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't even one of the good ones.
Damn, you're right, bro. Man, it's really been that long since the Tenchu game came out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Toaster.
Well,
I'm
that's
so sorry.
developed by From Software, isn't it? Like they've got other things on
I
their
think
mind.
so. Yeah, yeah, they do. I'm gonna tell you something. No, it's never gonna happen. Never mind. I'm not gonna tell you nothing. Anyways, Andre said I'm such a Capcom fan. I agree. But yeah, I mean they've been knocking it out of the park, dude, for quite some time. So Toaster, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic director has controversial view on game length.
Well, I heard about this. Yeah.
You know what? At
Casey
least give
Hudson.
me 70 hours.
Let's see what they said.
Like I think that's the sweet spot for a Casey Hudson driven Star Wars game in today's console. I mean, because there is such a thing as too much. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, that got excessive. Like I still haven't finished that, and I mean that map is ridiculous. It's amazing. There's like you can do whatever the hell you want, but still, like I feel
Sometimes
like
what you want to do is play another game.
I swear, listen. I'm not
after a while, right? You're like,
I'm not saying this in a bad way, but that's how I am with High on Life right now. I'm like, all right, dude, like, how long is this game? I really didn't think it was going to be this long. But I do agree with you, Toaster. It says here that Casey Hudson was interviewed by Bloomberg recently and says, bigger isn't necessarily better. If I'm excited about a game and then I find out that it's 200 hours long, even if I have no ambition to actually finish it, I wonder if I put in 20 hours into it, will I even be able to be out of Act 1? A lot of players just want to play something and finish it. I don't think that's a bad comment. I mean, I think that is a very fair comment. That hold on. Sorry. Had a little bit of an issue. I was holding down my mouse button for some reason. But I think that's a fair comment because I do agree with that. Though I love expansive games and I love it whenever like it's got a really in-depth story. Some of these games that are like 120 something hours, man. Like when I hear people bitch about the length of CGI trailers that were in Metal Gear Solid 4, I'm like, have you fucking played Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Have you played that game before? Because that is a long fucking game. Like really, when you get into the expansiveness of Valhalla, all the different areas that you to get the full story, you have to visit all the different DLC that they have for that game. It's great support. It's, it's great to see them continuously supporting a single player game like that. But whenever you get to that point, it's like, dude,
if you can tell if you can keep an engaging story for like 70, 80 hours, that's a win. Like, yeah. And I feel like that's where Casey Hudson's kind of coming from is like, you run the risk of like, well, this is just filler repeated missions or anything like that. Like, I feel like, if you are going to make a big game, you have to work doubly to make sure the story that you're trying to tell is engaging so that people want to keep playing.
Exactly.
So it doesn't end up starting to feel repetitive. And like, I feel like a Star Wars game like this, I feel like is going to have a pretty expansive story.
What is this? Acquired development. Games. Oh.
That
would be nice. But I'm just saying, I mean, Fate of the Republic looks like an expansive game. Looks like it's going to be fun. And I think having a more well-rounded and like grounded story to the game, I don't think is an issue at all. I think it's something that is a breath of fresh air because it is kind of a big pill to swallow. when you think about all the games that are supposed to come out in this year or next year. There's so many games that are supposed to be coming out. I mean, in all honesty, though, like this is the
Where's my
weirdest
remake of the original Coda? What the
Yeah.
hell?
I was gonna
is going on
say,
this
like,
year?
this
People
is
still want that. Yeah.
this is such a strange time in the industry because we've seen so many layoffs, but at the same time, we see so many games being made. Like, I don't think I've seen this many games be made in a long time. And most of them that are coming out are at the point now to where they're feeling like really good experiences. It's not something that's rushed. It's not like some shit from the 1980s to where they're putting out, every which way of fucking, Bilmo's Bubblegum Bonanza, it's some bullshit ass game. Like, what the fuck is this?
Hey man, Bilmo's Bubblegum Bonanza 2 really solidified.
Was fantastic.
I know, right?
I think
seriously, the development team really came into their own on that one.
Now there is one game that Janky loves that I really never knew anyone else knew about this game.
Oh god, which
And
one?
I think he might have known the kind of reference I was making, but it's a little Bubsy game.
Yeah.
That I played Bubsy originally on the Super Nintendo from a rental that we got for free from JJ Videos back in like 1996 or something. I can't even remember. And I was like, what is this? So it's a cat that you just go around and you pick up all the yarn. And then what are these things, like mushrooms that you're stomping on top of? Like, I don't like such a crazy
They're
game.
aliens, I guess, but they just look like they're called
Yeah.
woolies, and just because why not?
Yeah. And I think Bubsy 4D is supposed to come out sometime soon.
Yeah, within the end of the month.
So but anyways, I agree. I think that having games more simplified in story is not a bad thing at all. It's a really good thing. So
well, I mean, the Knights of the Old Republic, that universe is not one that has a simple story. I mean, people are still trying to decipher what the fuck was going on in the second one.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, to this day, and I swear by this, the moment that you find out, spoilers for if you've lived under, I don't know, a rock from the Cretaceous period from past, where if you haven't been paying attention. Anyway, when you find out you're Revan, like that totally, I dropped my controller. I was like, no. Do you see the big blue light?
Okay, so
down?
I'm going to tell you something, and this, I don't think this will shock you, but I've never played Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, you are such
You ruined it.
Ever. I've never played it, bro.
So, all right,
this detail that he doesn't actually know about has been for him.
Yeah, thanks a lot. No, I've heard that.
He's gonna go, oh wait, crap.
Oh well, fuck it. I'm just turning it off. I mean, I already know that I'm Revan. I'm fucking done.
Nothing interesting here.
No, I think Toaster actually told me that because I was like, I want to know a bit more about the story, and I'm pretty sure back in the day we had a conversation on a call one time, and he kind of explained the story to me. I was like, oh, well, I may have to get into that. I never got into it. It's just like the time he really talked me into, I called him. I was a manager at GameStop. I called him and I was like, bro, I just got all 4 past DLC collector's editions for World of Warcraft for like $20. Like all the collector's editions, everything that came with it, all the DLC. Toaster's like, oh, well, you're gonna have to play with us, bro. And I think I jumped into one match with Toaster, and then I was like, yeah, I like it. And I never, my ADHD was like rampant. It's like, I've got other games I've got to play. I'll get back to that. 20 years later, I've never played it. But anyways, so moving on from that, I mean, I am excited about Fate of the Old Republic, but I am extremely, tremendously excited about 007 First Light. And it has officially gone gold. What you're seeing right now is B-roll that was provided to us from IO Interactive of some of the levels that we were able to play.
It looks just like you, Caleb.
Right, just like me, exactly like me. You should have seen me trying to pose in that 007 hole. I was like this, and I was like, is there a way that half of the hole can cover my stomach up? Or, but no, it was fun. It's such a fun game. The gadgets in the game were great. And it's easy for people to not, or it's easy for people to go ahead and like right out the bat say, well, is it going to feel a lot like Hitman? Because IO has always been known for Hitman. But I can tell you from me playing it hands-on, it does not. It does have its tendencies to where you're kind of like, oh, well, this is something that Agent 47 would do or say or whatever. But, you know, in all aspects of things, Agent 47 and 007 are completely different agents. They do things completely differently.
You know how we know this?
One's bald and one's not.
Well, they have different numbers. One's 007.
Very true.
One's 47.
Very true.
Sevens though. Like we might have to look into this further.
Right. I did ask during an interview process, which you can listen to the interview at the end of the video that I'm showcasing right now. I did ask if we are going to see 47. Are we going to see Agent 47 pop up in the 007 universe? And it was kind of more or less a no. But you know, they were they were like
no.
You know, but it's not always, I mean, it's not something they have planned. So it's more they want the main focus to be, of course, on Bond and this new origin story that he has, because this is an origin story that we haven't really seen from Bond as of yet. And they create they have created a Bond that is very unique and stands out from the films. So I will say too, one of the most badass things about playing this game is the gadgets in the game. Of course, that's one of the best things about 007 is, of course, yeah, you know, he's the international man of mystery, but he's got all these gadgets.
Everybody knows who he is.
Yes, yeah. Like he walks up trying to act like a cameraman, and they're like, "Mr. Bond." He's like, "No, I'm Jim Smith." They're like, "James Bond is here." Just yeah. But I think that's what's great about this game is that he's 007, but this is his origin. So nobody really knows who he is, you know, and he gets to play that part a lot. He gets to do the investigations and really put on that charm and stuff and have this big cinematic action adventure. One thing that I loved about it too was the music. The music was stunning. I mean, it was really something great. But are you guys excited about the new 007 game, or is there something like specific? Do you want to wait to kind of get a feel for it, see what the community thinks about it?
I'm probably going to wait, see what the community says about it.
Yeah, I understand that. What about you, Janky?
It hasn't been super on my radar, but I have been really entertained for the last minute or so watching this trailer.
Right.
Or like this footage, I guess, because like it does seem a lot more action oriented than like the Hitman stuff, which I think the Hitman games are so cool. But I think awesome. it's like you were saying with like ADHD, where it's like my brain just like shuts down after having to think about like how to do this just properly right for too long. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Whereas this kind of looks like you're James Bond, right? He likes to wing it, so you just get in there and
exactly
get it done.
Yeah, and there were some times when I was playing it that I was like, all right, I'm sneaking. I'm a straight up sneak. I'd walk up on somebody and they're looking at me as I'm coming out of restricted area. Like, hey, what the fuck are you doing here, 007?
Do you want to know what game it took to make me go through and like not kill anybody?
What was that?
It was Dishonored.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, and the worst part about it is how it happened. I was like an hour and a half deep into that game, and I was choking people out left and right. Like you were dying if like that's how I was getting out of jail. And then it popped up with that loading screen that's like the more bodies you lead to a higher rat infestation, which leads to a darker ending. And I was like, you son of a bitch.
I hate that.
Right?
And just because of that loading screen, I had to start the entire game over because I can't be the bad guy in a fucking video game.
Yeah.
And that's how I got the Clean Hands achievement in Dishonored.
Right. Well, I will say, like Janky said, you have many different ways and options of playing this game. And one thing that I noticed while playing it too is, you know, when you're playing games like Hitman, of course, you can use things in your environment and stuff like that to like throw cans at people or whatever. But the environment was actually really fluid. Like if you're running with a guy and you get too close to a wall, kind of at an angle, Bond will like as he's holding that dude, he'll put his hand up and like try to push himself off the wall while shoving someone's head into the wall at the same time. Those little small realistic additions kind of breathe that breath of fresh air into combat and like action and adventure and excitement. And I was really impressed with it. So my long-winded moment here is over. The game is officially now gone gold. We're only game comes out on the 27th, so we're only right at 2 weeks away from the game. Very, very exciting. And you
Game
can
Pass?
no, nothing is on Game Pass anymore. If you don't know, everything has changed. Nothing's gonna ever be on Game Pass anymore. You got to start paying for your games again, Toaster. Okay, new Microsoft is here.
Glad I
Hey,
canceled my
this is
subscription.
the main game that I'm excited about that's coming out, bro. Gears of War
Yeah.
E-Day. I'm very excited for that game. So
When is
can't
that
wait.
launch?
I don't know. Something in the
June
next couple
something?
of
Isn't
months.
it June?
June. or
Super
July.
excited, but whatever.
Yeah, really excited for it, but who knows when it shows up.
No, we're just used to the studios of like, well, when's it coming out? When it's done.
When it's done, yeah.
Well,
That's
when
what
it's
I'm
done.
trying to like. I'm trying to get that in my mind, but and then I realize I'm like, I'm pretty sure I put it into review something like that.
Zen and the art of game development.
Yeah, exactly. So we're at the end of our show. We're gonna do some second opinion game recommendations. Toaster, outside of some of the games that you have been playing recently, are there any games that you can recommend for anybody to check out? One or two games that you think they may not have checked out as of yet?
Infernax.
Infernax.
If you're a fan of the original Castlevania series, specifically Simon's Quest, check out Infernax. It's a straight up homage to those Castlevania games. It's completely tongue in cheek. There's a lot of inside jokes for fans of the whole Castlevania, Metroidvania genre. It's just a great game. Also, if you slept on Shinobi: The Art of Vengeance, shame on you. That game is amazing. You should pick that game up. And more studios should maybe think about, hey, maybe we should kind of do our game like this, because this looks kind of like if you redid Symphony of the Night in Art of Vengeance style. Holy shit!
Legendary.
Shut up and take my money. Shut up,
Right.
take my money. Lastly, Secrets of Weepstone Keep. If you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, especially like the old school feel of the original Dungeons and Dragons with like the modules, check this one out. It's on Steam. It's on wishlist right now. There's a free demo out. It's a hand-drawn, first-person perspective D&D campaign.
Oh,
When you get into combat, you actually the physical dice get rolled in the game. So like you have like the hand-drawn environment, and then like D20s will show up into the. It's really cool. So
that's
yeah,
pretty.
check that one out.
Okay.
Your toast recommendations.
All right. What about you, Janky? You got any games you'd like to recommend for anybody to check out?
You asked for one or two, so I'll go ahead and give you 50.
Okay.
An all in one title called UFO 50.
Okay.
I think I wrote about this one time on Cinelinks, but maybe I didn't. I hype it every chance I get. It is a to call it a culmination of mini games would be to do it a disservice, but it is in essence a culmination of 50 different mini games that are created under the idea. There's like a backstory to it. That's basically like the idea that there is the UFO, which is this old console that like was a big thing in alternate reality world, and here's are 50 of the top games for this UFO console made by the company that developed it. And
Yeah.
like, so all this doesn't matter at all. Like, it's just they just went the extra mile to give all their made up video games like made up backstories too, which just makes it gives it an extra layer of charm. But there's a little bit of something for everyone in there. They're like, the very first game is sort of this very extremely brutal platforming thing called Barbuda, where you're just, it's like kind of like an old school, it's like Zelda 2 a little bit, where it's like
Yeah.
kind of like a side scrolly adventure type thing where you're going around on this map, very slow, very deliberate. You take one hit, you're dead type crap. But then like later on, and that's like the first game they made, quote unquote. And then so like later on, the later games are like go from like early NES to like late NES, and you're playing stuff that's like full homages of like the original Metal Gear, or like an entire like JRPG. The one I was just playing today was a JRPG called Divers, where you're playing as three little lizards and you equip them at your little
What
home
is this
base.
game?
It's called UFO 50.
UFO 50.
Yeah, and you equip your little lizards, and then you send them into like a little, like, you send them down into like an underwater like exploration, like a dungeon, and you just explore the dungeon. There's a dungeon crawling one that's like, instead of doing uh like class based, like rock paper scissors menu based stuff, you just fight. It's just like you have like a little knight, and you just hit like left and right attacks, and you just do combos and you fight stuff. So everything are just like these fun little twists on ideas and genres you might have played as a kid, but just reimagined under a modern day, but all done in that old school pixely style. It's
I'm
great. Like,
tripping, bro, because I've never
oh, yeah.
seen this before,
Jeez.
dude. Like, I don't think I've ever heard of this. Explore a
It's-
library of 50 games.
like
This
I
is
said, like, you
crazy.
can call them mini games, but like they are fully fleshed out video games, just in the
Wow.
style of like stuff we played like as kids.
Oh,
for the
yes.
NES.
When did this come out? It came out like last year before last?
It was a couple years now, not super
Yeah,
long,
yeah.
but
I think I remember seeing this, but I did never really think anything of it. But what the fuck? Was that an owl man?
yeah.
What the?
I still like half of these things. I'm still like, I have no idea what that is, because I've played this game. Let me see how many hours I put into this. Let me check my Steam. I've got I'm 20 hours on this thing, and I still have not played half the games.
Oh, whoops.
I just got the achievement for dusting off 25 of the 50 games total. So
Wow.
like if there's a game that you like in an old school like arcadey style, you'll probably find something like it in UFO 50.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I only have one game. If you're new to PlayStation and you've never played it, it only came out roughly about 4 years ago, but it is still one of my favorite games that has ever been made. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Such an amazing game. If you really want something that just feels like a Pixar movie come to life on your console, this is the game for you. It has got such unique weapon styles, a really great story. Probably the most expansive story that they ever did for Ratchet and Clank. And Insomniac, I'm just going to say, okay, of course, we're excited for Wolverine. All right. But if you keep on posting these gosh darn teasers on your social media about Ratchet and Clank, I'm gonna lose my effing mind, dude. Like every once in a while, it'll pop up and it's Ratchet sitting there with a cup of coffee, or Clank sitting there doing something. If they announce a new Ratchet and Clank game, I will lose it. But anyways, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, definitely make sure to check it out. If you got PlayStation Plus, it is free to play. It is one of my favorite games. An honorable mention, I'd say go back and play BioShock Remastered Collection. It's another one of those games that just sticks with me that I could download and play however many times. I think one of the upcoming games for PlayStation Plus for free that is an expansive story mode game too is Red Dead Redemption 2, which I know has popped back on and off. But if you haven't played that game, that's another one hell of a story title. But this is the end of our show, guys. Episode 393 of the Second Opinion Podcast has come and gone. Big shout outs to Mr. Janky for popping in on this show, and kind of an introduction to him because he's going to be on here a lot more often, being one of the co-hosts of the Second Opinion Podcast. We're very glad to have him. and of course on cinelinks.com as well. He does some really great stuff over there, so make sure to check out his articles, his reviews, and I would love to do another gameplay session with you guys. I remember we did one for Fire Team.
Yeah.
The Fire Break.
Yeah, we gotta, man.
I still think that game rules, by the way.
It really is a good game. I said Fire Team. That shows you. Listen, I got some timers when it comes to games. I'm like, that one game to where the dude has like chainsaw and he's running around and it's like shooting it and it's like on a gun. And Toaster's like, you mean Gears of War? I'm like, no,
sure.
I'm talking about Evil Dead, Ash, whatever on PS2. But I'm just glad to be back podcasting, and podcasting with you guys is always great. So please make sure to check us out at cinelinks.com. We're going to come back next Sunday for another podcast, and that'll only be a shorter amount of time until I fly out to check out some games from Summer Games Fest. We got some really big games coming out soon and reviews, and hopefully us three can not just do podcasts but do some gameplay content for you guys as well for the Cinelinks channel, and of course the Second Opinion podcast page. So thank you guys so much. Make sure to check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and of course cinelinks.com. We'll talk to you soon.